I'm recording this video to show that everything is working, and just in case I permanently screw it up and everything fails. I've got the wires, they're relatively short. The next step is I've got everything hot glued down, so hopefully it doesn't come unsoldered. It's they're very weak connections. And we've got the game. So we've got the brightness button right here. If you can see the yeah. You turn it on and off. By default it's off, which kind of sucks because it looks really nice in person. But oh well, that's the whole reason I put that button there actually. If it was default bright I wouldn't have bothered. And the power switch is wired up correctly and it has not fried the board, which is what happened last time, so that's good. So hopefully I can just fit everything back in. Joystick's working. We're gonna you gotta take my word for it. There's Ryu, he's moving back and forth. Up his jump, duck, and you can do the diagonals as well. There we go. One-handed Hadouken. Meaning it's difficult. Okay, so we've got light kick. No, my phone's freezing. Light kick, medium kick, strong kick. Light punch, medium punch, strong punch. And that's all 6 of them working. Start button. And there's the light button right next to it. Taunts. Always a good thing. And I guess lastly I'll show off the power on and off. Show it's working before I permanently screw everything up probably. Hopefully not. Turns off. Back on. Brightness. But yeah, we've got screen wired up. Let's see if I can see this better. These two are gonna hook up to a light that I'm gonna put in here if I can figure out how to do that. That shouldn't be too hard though, I think. Just some little LEDs, and they'll be powered by a 9-volt battery or something. And if I can, I'm going to try to make this thing. I built this little, or not built, I don't know. I spliced this cord. This goes to the Game Boy SP, and the Game Boy takes 5 volts, 5.2 volts to charge and, I don't know, get power. And this end is a female USB end, and you can, USBs on a computer output 5 volts. So you can actually, I made it to where if I can fit this in there, which may be an issue, it's probably going to be an issue, so I might not be able to do this, but if I can, I'm going to make it to where you can charge it via USB and just have the USB, you know, flush with the system, which would be flippin' awesome because it'd be all self-contained. I've also thought about maybe having a little cord, just drill a little hole and, you know, cut this and then put it back in and have this sticking out maybe, but I don't know, that would be less ideal. We'll see. I might just have to, the back might just have to be removable and I'll just plug it in when I need to charge it. Which, I do have the Nyko extended battery on here that's supposed to like double the battery life, so I shouldn't have to charge it much. You can see the speakers working. Going to the middle of this mess. Can this focus better? Nope. Oh well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I can get this thing in there. It's a good scale. This thing is tiny. I honestly made it way too small. You can see it is 7.5 inches tall or so, maybe a little shorter. It is 3.25 or so inches wide. So it is minute, which is awesome. If I can get it all in here, which is doubtful. Well, not doubtful, but difficult. It'll be very difficult. I glued all this stuff down, so hopefully that's my main worry is I'm going to cram it in there. And these, okay, here's my issue. I made this case too small. Well, maybe not, but my main issue is these wires I used, the gauge is way too high. I should have, if this fails, I'll have to redo the wiring, which will be a pain. It'll take a couple hours. But it's way too thick, the copper is, and so it's very resilient, which means when I push this into the case, lots of force is going to be on this, and so hopefully this hot glue will work. But anyway, these solder points, I mean, there's not much, these things can't take much force, because these aren't actually going to the board. They're just, it's just solder on top of a copper lead, and it's, touching. I don't know, hopefully that glue will work and I can just cram it all in here, and I'll have to slowly cram it. I mean, not cram it, but I'll have to bend wires down, up, down, up, down, up, down, to where I can slowly fit it in. And it will sit right here, and then the screen will be right here, and the cord to the screen will go down and then up, and the Game Boy Advance will actually be kind of behind the screen a little bit, if everything works. I'll post another video once I manage to get this in here. But until then, I guess.